What's up guys, this is Drake News here, comes here in their Pokemon Go videos. So yes, it is that time. We are preparing for the Kingdom Cup. So yeah guys, you can only use Dragon, Fire, Ice, and Steel type Pokemon under 1500 as you guys already know. I kind of already have an idea what Pokemon I want to use, but still kind of in the process of working on it. I am working on a Bastiodon I'm working on Bastiodon, and I'm trying to see if I can get some Lucario, real Lucandies going, but it's going to take some time. So yeah, in this video you guys are going to see what Pokemon I'm going to be suggesting that are really good, that won't cost you that much, and you can buy a second move off of, so that way it won't hurt your Stardust count that much. So yes, we're going to go through it. So top Pokemon, one of the top Pokemon to pick, Charizard. Alright, so if you find one in the research, you want to find one, a Charmander that's a CP of 410 to 420, while for 40 to 494, so that way you guys get the ideal Charizard. Now the moves that you want, Fire Spin or Air Slash is good, kind of depending on the matchup. Fire Spin is more preferred. Second move will cost you about 10,000 Stardust, and the moves that you want to try to give is either Dragon Claw, which is going to be very fast, or Blast Burn, which is just as okay, but however is pretty good. However, just know that Blast Burn is a legacy move from Community Day, so if you do have one, great. If not, it's going to be something to look into. Weaknesses in this cup: you're weak against rock and water types, so Bastiodon and Lapras will have a field day, whereas it's going to resist fighting type from Lucario, ground type from Flygon, fire from other Charizards, and steel from Steelix. However, if you do, you can use Charmeleon. Charmeleon, if you find a Charmander with CP of 420, or egg at 560, or if you do find one in a while of 840 to 882, you want to get a Charmeleon within under the 1500 CP mark. Fast moves: you want Fire Fang, which is fire type, or Amber as well, but Fire Fang works just as nice. The moves here, you're going to get Fire Punch, Flamethrower, or Flame Blast. Fire Punch is good, Flamethrower is just as fast, but Flame Burst is a little slow. Weaknesses: you're going weak to rock with Bastiodon, ground Flygon, water Lapras. Resist other fire types like Charizard, ice types from Little Ninetales, and steel types like Steelix. And next we got Typhlosion. If you find a Cyndaquil in the wild only with CP of 480 to 494, this will give you a Typhlosion just right under that mark. Now fast moves: you want Amber or Shadow Claw. Shadow Claw against some Lucarios, sometimes I feel that's good, but there's other Pokemon that you can look forward to. You also have charge moves, which only cost you about 10,000 Stardust as well. So you want Blast Burn, which from Community Day, however is for 3.3 seconds, so that's a little slow. Overheat, Fire Blast, and Solar Beam, all of those are in the slow category because they're in a 4-second margin, so that's a little bit too long. So this is going to be on your discretion. Weakness: ground types like Flygon, rock type like Bastiodon, and water type like Lapras. And resistance: going to resist fire types like Charizard, or water types like Lapras, and steel types like Steelix. Next we got Jinx. However, the only way you can get it is from an egg, okay? You have to make sure you buy it when it's still a Smoochum, when it's still the baby. So this way, if you find an egg Smoochum, you want one between 729 to 738. This will get you a Jinx between 1487 to 1496. And the fast moves are going to be Frost Breath or Confusion. Frost Breath very ideal for this case. And charge move, you're going to get Psych Shock, which is Psych type move, which is super fast. Draining Kick, which is Fairy type move, which is like okay. Avalanche for the ice and for medium, and Ice Punch only for legacy, but it's going to be very fine. Weaknesses going to be for fire like Charizard, rock type like Bastiodon, and steel type like Steelix. Resist other ice type like Lapras. Next we got Magmie to Magmar. Now however, the only way this is going to be very cost effective is only if you find a evolved from a Magmie. That's why I didn't put Magmar in here. Magmar will cost a little too much. Alright, you want from a baby from a CP of 747, which is going to give you to a Magmar with fast moves of Karate Chop, which is fighting, Emperor of Fire, and you can only buy, only for 10,000 Stardust, for a Magmie only. And the charge moves you're going to get is going to be Fire Punch, which is going to be 2.2 seconds, and Flamethrower, which is going to be also as fast as 2.2 seconds. Fire Blast is a little too slow with 4.2, so that charges up a little bit too long, so try to be careful on that. Weaknesses, you got ground types like Flygon, rock types like Bastiodons, and water type like Laprases. Resist is going to be good against other fire types like Charizard, ice types like Lapras, only if the Lapras had ice type moves, but be careful if it has Surf, then you're in a problem. Steel type like Bastiodon, so that's also why you gotta try to be a little careful. Next we got Aggron. Aggron, if you find Aeron from CP of 649, this will give you a Aggron just right under the mark of 1500. Fast moves, you got Iron Tail and Dragon Tail. And the second move you can buy is for 10,000 Stardust as well. Charge moves, you got Heavy Slam, the Steel type move from 2.1 second. Stone Edge was a rock type of 2.3, and Thunder, which is going to be electric from 2.4. Surprisingly, all of these are pretty fast, so that's something to look forward to. However, the weaknesses is going to weak against Lucario from Fighting type, ground types like Flygon, and water type like Laprases, if it knows Surf. However, it does resist dragon types like Altaria, ice type of Lapras, and rock types of Bastiodon. So, something to actually think about. However, if you can't get an Aggron, you can also get a Lairon. However, you have to find Aeron, that with a CP of 958, and this will give you a fast move of Iron Tail, and Metal Claw, which is all Steel type move. Second moves will cost you for 10,000 Stardust, which will get you Body Slam, which is a normal type move, which is the fastest one by far with 1.9 seconds. Heavy Slam with a Steel type move of 2.1, and Rock Slide, which is a medium pace with 2.7. However, it still has the same type of weakness, and resistance as Aggron, so something to look into. Next, we got Blaziken. Blaziken, you have to find Torchic in the wild of 570. It'll give you fast moves of Counter, which is Fight type move, or Fire Spin, which is a Fire type. And to purchase the second move, it's going to cost about 10,000 Stardust. It'll get you Brave Bird with Flying type move, which is only 2 seconds, which is actually really nice. Focus Blast, which is a medium pace, which is about 3.5, and Overheat, which is super slow. No, seriously, it's way too slow, so that's why I would not recommend. It's going to be 4 seconds. However, weaknesses is when weak against Altaria if it has Flying type moves, ground types like Flygon, and water types like Kingdra. It will resist other fire types like itself and Charizard, ice type like Laprases, and steel types from Bastiodon. Alright, on the substitute, we got Combuskin. If you find a Torchic in the wild, it's going to be 983. Its fast moves are going to be Amber, which is a fire type move, Peck, which is flying. The second move will cost you about 10,000 Stardust, but the moves will give you Flamethrower, which is going to be very fast with 2.2 seconds, and Rock Slide, which is also rock type move of 2.2. However, Flame Charge of 3.8 is not very suitable for this case, so Flamethrower, Rock Slides are very ideal. Weaknesses, you got Altaria, which is, if it has flying type moves, ground types like Flygon, and water types like Kingdra, but it will also resist other fire types like Charizard, ice type like Laprases, and steel type like Bastion. Next, we got Infernape. Infernape, if you find a Chimchar from a CP of 530, the fast moves are going to be Fire Spin, or the Rock Smash, which is going to be Fighting type. However, the second move is going to be 10,000 Stardust, and so that means you're going to get a charge move of Flamethrower with 2.2 seconds, close combat at 2.3, but Solar Beam coming in so slow at 4.9. Weaknesses you got is ground types to Flygon, and water types like Kingdra, so try to be careful on those two. Resist is going to resist fire types like Charizard, ice type like Laprases, and steel type like Bastiodon. However, if you don't have enough candies for Infernape, you can also use Monferno. Monferno with a CP, if you find a Chimchar, a CP of 530, you're going to get fast moves of Ember, which is fire type move, and Rock Smash is a fighting type move. Second moves will cost you about 10,000 Stardust, which is the same, but however, the charge moves you'll get Low Sweep with a record of 1.9 seconds, which is super fast, faster than Power Up Punch, but it doesn't add the stack bonuses. Flamethrower with 2.2, which is equivalent to a Power Punch Lucario, and Flame Wheel, which is 2.7. However, Flame Wheel does do more damage, but it just takes a half of a second slower than Flamethrower, so that's going to be up to your discretion. Weaknesses: ground types like Flygon and water types like Kingdra versus other fire types like Charizard and Monferno and Infernapes. Ice types like Laprases and steel type like Bastildon. Altaria is back, so it's going to be very nice. It's not really possible. You have to find one in Swablu from a raid or a wild, so try to be on lookout for that. Fast moves: it'll learn Dragon Breath, which is Dragon type move, and Peck, which is Flying type move. Second charge attack will give you a Sky attack, which is a Flying type move with 2 seconds. Dazzling Gleam with 3.5, or Dragon Pulse with 3.6. So try to be careful on that. Those two are a little medium pace, but I like Sky attack, and a little bit of Dazzling Gleam could also help out. Weaknesses: you got other Altarias, Ice type like Laprases, and Rock type like Bastildon. It'll resist fire types like Lucario. It'll resist fire types like Charizard, fighting types like Lucario, ground type like Flygon, and water type like Kingdra. So next one we got Lucario. If you find Slugma, you want to find one with 780. Fast moves: Amber with fire and Rock Throw for rock. Second move will cause you 10,000 Stardust. But however, here are a couple things. One, Stone Edge is one of the fastest ones, which is going to be 2.3 seconds cooldown time. Heat Wave with a 3-second cooldown time, which is a medium pace. But Overheat is too slow. With a 4-second cooldown time, it's going to take a little while, and by then your Lucario is already knocked out. Weaknesses: you're going to be weak to fighting types like Lucario, ground types like Flygon, rock types like Bastildon, and water type like Kingdra. But it's resistant to other fire types like Charizard and ice type like Lapras. So those are some reasons why you want to put it in your team, but very rare. Next one we got Empoleon. If you find Piplup in the wild, CP of 548, this will get you an Empoleon just right under there. Fast moves: you got Water Claw with Steel move. Fast moves: you got moves like Metal Claw, which is Steel type move, or Waterfall, which is a nice water type move. So that's also something to use. We also got second moves that cause you 10,000 Stardust. Charge moves from Flash Cannon, which is Steel, which is very slow. Blizzard, which is Ice, is just as slow. And Hydro Pump for water type move, which is a little bit too slow in my case. Weaknesses: you got fighting types like Lucario, ground type like Flygon, and resist other dragon types like Altaria, steel types, Steelix, ice types, Laprases, water type Kingdra, and rock type Bastildons. So that's something to look into. And finally, we got our king and queen of the Kingdom Cup. We got Lucario. If you find Riolu, you have to find one just right under 544. And this will give you a fast move of Counter, which is Fire type move, or Bullet Punch, which is Steel type move. Second move will only cost you about 10,000 Stardust, only when it's Riolu. And the charge moves that ideally you want Power Up Punch, which is a fighting type move for 2.2 seconds. Now ideally what you want is that Power Up Punch, it stacks the attacks. It has a 100% attack stat where it increases the stats of your Pokemon. So that's also really nice. Shadow Ball for a Ghost type move, which is to counter other Lucarios. So that's why you want to keep that there just in case. Weaknesses: you got weaknesses to other Lucarios, Fire type move from Charizard, and ground type moves like Flygon. It will resist dragon types like Altaria, ice type Lapras, rock type Bastildon, and steel type like Steelix. So that's basically it. Now I hope you guys like this video. This is basically just to educate you guys on some Pokemon you can use as in the budget for the Kingdom Cup. If you guys don't have any of some of the Pokemon, there's other Pokemon you can use that you will find out a little later on. Be sure to post some comments on how you guys are going to do in your Kingdom Cup. And yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys do well, and I'll see y'all next time. Take care.